This is Bob. Bob is a successful business owner that wants to take his business to the next level and needs over $1 million in investment capital to achieve his goal. But Bob is smart and knows that the process of raising capital is legally complicated because raising capital is selling securities. After months of research, he's learned that in order to raise capital, he has to file something called a private placement memo or a public offering. He also knows that there are great legal risks associated with these filings. Even a small mistake in selling securities is very serious. Shopping for a non-lawyer or a cheap lawyer to draft your private placement memo or public offering document is like shopping for a discount parachute. Every year, plaintiffs' lawyers sue thousands of business owners like Bob, and a winning judgment often forces foreclosures on homes and cars and garnished wages for life. Bob also needs to avoid the U.S. Attorney's Office and the Securities and Exchange Commission. Every year, they pursue business owners like Bob and prosecute them for crimes that arise out of a reckless sale of securities. So Bob must hire an experienced securities attorney to protect him and his family. This means that the firm should have the 5 key legal necessities that experts recommend when selecting a law firm. 1. It should have very experienced lawyers, with most or all having no less than 10 years' experience. 2. It should dedicate at least 2 lawyers to Bob's project. 3. It should preferably employ a former Securities and Exchange Commission attorney. 4. It should preferably employ a securities litigator. And 5. It should have a team of attorneys who have graduated from top schools. Bob's first option is to hire a mid-sized or large law firm that has all or most of these key legal necessities that he needs. But those $600 to $1,200 per hour billing rates are just completely out of Bob's budget, so these firms are out of the question. Another option would be to hire a non-lawyer or consulting firm. While it's the cheapest option, these non-lawyers generally use a form or template that they purchased online for $30 and insert Bob's name into it with little or no thought or understanding of the legal implication. Again, this is out of the question too. So, that leaves Bob to consider a solo man law firm or a consulting type firm with an on-staff attorney. But while these firms often call themselves a boutique firm, these 1 to 2 man shops are distracted with other interests and rarely have even one or more of the 5 key legal necessities. This is too important for Bob and his family to trust them with his legal work. Bob then discovers Centaurus Legal Services, a true boutique law firm that provides the 5 key legal necessities that Bob absolutely needs, but without the insane hourly rates of large firms. In business since 2008, Centaurus specializes in providing the highest level of securities and corporate law services. And although we aren't cheap, our rates are among the most competitive in the country for our level of skill and service. We don't have marble-floored offices and beautiful crystal chandeliers, but we do have what should be the most important to you. Each of our lawyers, 1, have more than 10 years of legal experience. 2, we dedicate at least 2 lawyers to each project. 3, we employ former Securities and Exchange Commission attorneys. 4, we are also securities litigators. And 5, our team are graduates from top U.S. schools. Bob now sleeps soundly, knowing that Centaurus will help him reach his business goals while avoiding nightmares of jail or financial devastation. Join Bob. Contact our attorneys today to reach your goals too.